Close the door.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Magic Monday. You're seeing me solo in the screen today because Christine is off at a tropical location and we cannot get her on Wi-Fi, but she is here on the phone. So, hello, Christine. Uh-oh. Christine, are you there? All right. Well, that might be a problem if Christine cannot speak in here. Christine, can you hear me? The call failed. Okay, so she's probably going to call back. So what we're going to talk about today, and hopefully she's going to come back here really soon, is what happens when you find yourself getting really frustrated and angry and short-tempered with all kinds of things in your life. Okay, here she is again. Christine, you there?
I am.
Okay, say hello.
Hey, everyone. How are you? Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties, but coming from you live from the Caribbean, so bear with us.
Yeah, we're not feeling badly for Christine and her 80-degree weather and sunny skies.
I don't expect
breeze.
any sympathy right now. No.
So, Christine, I was just setting up what we're going to talk about today, which is when we're feeling really frustrated and things are not going our way and we find ourselves short-tempered, and kind of what we want to do about that, what we want to think about that.
Yeah. So think of, a situation. It could be, something that's sort of getting under your skin. It could be a boss, could be a colleague, could be your husband, it could be a child, a teenager. And it's just something that, kind of gnaws at you, right? They should be doing this. They need to be doing that. How come things aren't this way? Right? And somehow we come from this place that we think we know what's best.
Right. And you know that it's happening because you can't get it out of your head, right? You're thinking about it constantly. This is what they should be doing, right? They should be doing more in the world. They should be respecting me more. Whatever it is that keeps running over and over in your head where you feel like they should really, really either be doing something or not doing something that they are doing. And you really, it's just like a broken record, over a series of days.
Yeah, exactly. So, we what we want to share with you is that, the punchline essentially is when we are feeling kind of, emotionally triggered by someone else's behavior or way or lack of doing something or being a certain way, rarely does it have anything to do with that person, right? It really comes back to us. They are effectively, a mirror or reflecting back something that's relating to us.
Yes. And for anyone who's ever been in a retreat with us, in a group program, or worked privately with us, you will know that we always say it's not about the other person. It's always about you. And it can be really frustrating because we want it to be about the other person and we want them to change the behavior to make us feel better. But really what you want to pay attention to and what you want to do is actually turn it around. You want to look and figure out what it is you think they should be doing. So if you think they should be putting themselves out there more in the world, they should be, applying for more jobs, or they should be giving you more respect, for those two examples that we were using, what is it that you need to be doing in the world? What is it that you're not doing that you want to be doing for you? How much respect can you give to yourself, right? Where are the areas where you're not respecting yourself?
Right. So usually the shortcoming or the deficiency or the inadequacy that you are feeling that's about the other person, oftentimes it stems from exactly that same emotion that's dwelling inside you. Yes. So there's a teaching there, there's a learning there, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't have genuine concern and want to be a resource. But it's actually because we do want to be a resource, be in service to them, show up in a way that we are helpful, that we need to bring this reflection back to us. Otherwise, we're in reactive mode, right? We're making it about them. Like I said, when you come from a place, you're offended, you're irritated, you're frustrated, you can't be of service to anyone, quite honestly. Well, so we're asking, go ahead.
Yeah, and I think that the whole idea is if you can look at someone and recognize that they know what's best for them, that regardless of whether you're their parent or spouse or friend or daughter, that ultimately everyone knows what's best for themselves. And we may not agree with it, and they may be setting themselves up for a fail, but that's something that they need to learn, right? And if we can give that to them, if we can say, you know what's best for you, then we can give it to ourselves and say, well, I know what's best for me. And I don't need to be taking all the input from everyone else, because I ultimately know what's right for myself. And that's where I have the control.
And that's where we take our power back again. So that's, again, tapping within, looking at ourselves where, we are our own best resource, where we are able to go within and get the guidance that we need and not be in that reactive mode. So at the end of the day, when we find ourselves emotionally triggered or caught in a twist and reacting, it ultimately is a moment to take a pause and say, what is it here that I might need to look at, right? What is fueling or touching me, in some sort of resistance, some sort of ongoing pattern. And if you can just take a moment to reflect backward, inward, right? We get to show up in that situation in a completely different way. It's how we break up patterns. It's how we stop having the same fight over and over again, right?
When we can recognize, when we take that pause and when we can say, all right, well, the world is my mirror. What is it reflecting back to me? What is it showing me? What do I need to learn from this if everything around me that I react to negatively is a mirror of something that's going on inside me? And that's where the real learning comes. That's where you can really, really start to make advances and take responsibility for the only thing that you have control over, which is you.
Which is you, and how you respond and react in every situation. So, so again, the gaze is inward. It's an inside job. Even when things look like they're on the outside and you're dealing with situations and events and behaviors, take a pause and reflect. We know it's been a game changer for us, ourselves, and our clients. You can be engaged and interested in the world, but it changes your perspective, right?
Yes. And this is a perfect place to say, we're teaching a workshop on April 25th at the Wainwright House, which you can find here on the page, the information for, and we're going to go deep with this. We're going to give you more than just 7 minutes of, understanding how the world is your mirror and how, things that you can do to take responsibility and to take the pressure off the other people in your lives and actually take the control back and make the strides that you want to have in your own life and have the peace of mind that we're all really looking for in life.
Exactly. It's a game changer for yourselves and the relationships we have.
Yes.
That's really why we're so passionate about this topic, right?
Yes. And excited to teach more about it. And this is what we do. So, really hoping to see some Alchemy and Magic peeps on the 25th at Wainwright. If you have any questions, you guys can inbox us. And I think that's it for our very different Magic Monday this week.
All right, guys. So good to see you again, and hope to hear from you.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.